got no friends. I don't got no friends. You know what I mean? I got supporters, people on my side and people on the other side.
Welcome to the shift where the whole room blows. DMG vibes got the city on go. Stand on what you know, every mind gon' grow. Tissue flat, I'm with you, let the whole world know. Paradigm like, yo, shine just right. Respect your view even if we don't align right. We can disagree and still keep the love tight. DMG family, we elevate the mind right. This that channel that be talking back, energy attack. Iron sharp as iron, watch the whole league react. Competition in the building, better tighten up your facts. We ain't clones, but we still mirror how you crack under impact. Every debater work hard, spot a weak, rep fast. You live wrong, paradigm shift and break your stance. I'm the judge, the jury, the pen, the contrast. My bars hit always like a quadruple. Bottom try to shift where the whole room glow. DMG vibes got the city on go. Stand on what you know, every mind gon' grow. If you black, I'm with you, let the whole world know. Paradigm light, yeah, we shine just right. Respect your view, even if we don't all align right. We can disagree and still keep the love tight. DMG family, we elevate the mind right. We invite every mind, long as you stand on yours. Walking with respect, leave with open doors. Channel stay lit, views jumping off from boards. STL bounce, yeah, the spy from the source. Competitors, welcome, step up, don't fold. We don't fit pressure, we refine under low. Thoughts heavy, we press them till the truth gets told. Shift so clean, it feel platinum even when it's gold. Come through correct, bring your logic and your proof. Speak your truth, just don't run from the truth. We debate with grace, that's the paradigm groove. Flow so smooth, even turbulence move. Welcome to the shift where the whole room go. DMG vibes got the city on go. Stand on what you know, every mind gon' grow. If you black, I'm with you, let the whole world know. Paradigm light, yeah, we shine just right. Respect your view, even if we don't align right. We can disagree and still keep the love tight. DMG family, we elevate the mind right. Where the whole go. DMG vibe, like a city on go. Stand on what you know, every mind gon' go. If you black, I'm with you, let the whole world know. Paradigm life, yeah, we shine just right. Respect your view, even if we don't align right. We can disagree and still keep the love tight. DMG family, we elevate the mind right. Welcome to the shift. DMG vibes, got the city on go. Welcome to the shift. Stand on what you know, every mind gon' grow. Welcome to the shift. If you black, I'm with you, if you black, I'm with you. Welcome to the shift. We can disagree and still keep the love tight. Welcome to the shift. DMG family, we elevate the mind right. Welcome to the shift. DMG vibe, got the city on low. Put paradigm shift, keep the room for.
Yeah. Come on in, y'all. Y'all know I say that greeting for one reason and one reason only. It's because if you black, I'm with you. And I hope that you with me.
Yeah, buddy. Welcome to the shift. My name is JJ7000, aka Mandinka Miley, the most feared debater on this planet. You know what? Sit your ass down. Because I know you can't stand it. That's right, man. The People's Champ is back. The FOPE Legend Debate Champion is back. You know what I'm saying? The HOK GOAT. There's only two GOATs on the HOK. Black Jesus Minister, JJ7000. It is what it is. It's in history. That's right, man. Come on in, tap in, man. Y'all see the title, The Return of the Jedi, Judah 7000, Chris MVP, Master Teacher. Tired of this guy, man. He gonna learn today. Sit up here running around here talking about the Greeks didn't learn from the Comedics. That is a basic Google search, man. I mean, I don't even know where they found this guy. Y'all hear me, man? Shout out to my queen, my wife, my forever Jenny Hayes, my baby mama. 6 weeks pregnant, man. Them swimmers, hey, look. Them swimmers still working. You hear me? The swimmers still working, boy. Hey, I'm gonna have babies till I'm about 78. You hear me? Yeah. Shout out to JJ 7000 TV. Shout out to the Lions Den. You know what I'm saying? Sister Kareem over there holding it down. Shout out to DMG. You see what I'm saying? Paradigm Shift CEO. You know, thank you for letting JJ come over here and rock out. You know, keep the channel floating and going. You know what I'm saying, man? Man, you know what, man? See, this character, he done joined. I mean, he just hops here, hops. First you was with God dang it, Tor Nice. Then you was with Team Osiris. Then you jumped around here with some existentialism crap. Then you talking about you're a patriot. Put down your Bible and your books. That's what he told us, y'all. Put down your Bibles. Put down your spiritual concepts and become an American patriot. I mean, come on, man. Who does that, man? I mean, you got to be one of the most sweetest cats I ever met in my life, man. And then Uncle Cedric. Oh, my God. We ain't even going to deal with it. We're going to talk about them for a minute. Now they running around talking about we old world monkeys. I had to look around, man. Hey, I had to look around, man, see if I was getting punked. You know, was Reggie going to jump out the closet? You know what I'm saying, man? Come on, man. Man, what's wrong with these characters, man? You see what I'm saying? So the Jedi had to return, man. You know, JJ 7000, man, the Jedi, man. I'm in my JJ 7000 mode. You know what I'm saying? You know, man, I put Mandinka Molly up, my other epithet. You see what I'm saying? My other epithet. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Chris Harris, man, we ain't gonna talk about you and Nagy. I mean, Nagy Springfield. But that's for another time. Coming soon, exclusive interview with Nagy Springfield. Stay tuned for that. But anyway, man, we're going to break down some of this information, man. You know, like I said, the Jedi is back. I'm going to be teaching. You know, I am Chris Harris, master teacher. You know, I just sit at the feet of 7,000. You're going to learn something today. That goddamn hairline pushed back to the middle of your goddamn head, nigga. The middle of your cranium. I mean, what the hell going on, man? I see why you don't take off that ball cap, man. Come on. God damn. This episode of goddamn DMG's Paradigm Shift is brought to you by Common Sense. I can explain it to you, but I can't understand it for you. Come on in, man. Hit that like, share, and subscribe, man. Don't be ashamed to, you know, put a little money in the DMG cash app, the JJ 7,000 cash app, because we about to go in. I see you. I see you peeking around, sir. You definitely ain't on my level. He did a whole goddamn presentation at one source. I said, well, damn. I mean, I said, who does this? They got the nerve to talk about want to hold JJ 7,000 to higher standards. You sitting up there with third grade scholarship. Chris Harris running around with goddamn it, peekaboo over the stall scholarship. Hey, when you're in the stall and you're using the bathroom, Chris Harris, keep your eyes straight. You hear me, sir? You got to keep them straight, man. That is the man rule. Everybody knows this. He peeking around to the left and right, measuring dinglings. I said, what the hell is this? Passing around Nagy Springfield dingling. Exclusive coming soon. Nagy Springfield exclusive interview. The life and times of Nagy Springfield dealing with Chris Harris and Tor Knights. They took this man and nude pics passing. You got to be ashamed of yourself. But that's for another time, man. I told you leave JJ alone. I told you. Didn't I tell you? So now, hey, we enemies for life. For life. I never try to be cordial with you again. I tried to be cordial with you a couple of weeks ago. Congratulations you on your victory over Hemi. You know, try to be, but now you want to peek your nose into some stuff you ain't got no business in. Especially when you're a pseudo. Especially when shit, you thought it was bad when you ran off the stage with Pastor Bennett. I said, goddamn, well, wait a minute, I paid for this. What the hell? Hey, man, where you going? Hey, get back here. That's okay. I quit. It's over. Sorry, you're wrong. I said, man, all he did was accidentally push his unmute button. Folks paid money to see you. I would never pay a dime to see this guy debate. You hear me, ladies and gentlemen? But like I said, man, let's get into the meat and potatoes. It's late night edition. I know a lot of y'all sleeping in your bed. Shit, Chris probably on Playgirl, peeking around, measuring. He got his measuring stick out. That's right. I said, man, come on, man. Who does that, man? He done violated Nagy Springfield. This shit, that man been traumatized ever since. You see, Nagy Springfield, he ain't on some little site called a Tiny Chins. I guess Chris Harris was curious. He ran over there. But anyway, man, exclusive interview coming. So I'm going to bring Nagy Springfield over here. We're going to do this exclusive interview of how he was violated by Chris Harris. I mean, you run around, passing around that man nude photos. And then the crazy part, you're passing around the other men's, the Hebrew Israelites. I mean, what the hell's wrong with you? Yeah, we ain't going to let that slide, sir. We're not going to let that slide. Because ain't no levels to disrespect. You want to disrespect me? I'm going to disrespect you with the information, and then we're going to expose you for who you are. We're going to go past the information, and then we're going to expose you for who you are, sir. That's right. Pseudo killer, I don't know what you're doing with this character, but I guess it's an equal opportunity employer over there at Pseudo Killers, I guess. Shit, I'm a pseudo killer. Remember that. Yeah, I've been running around here with all this false information. And you know, and Natalia, I'm sorry. I mean, I don't know what's going on, but you know, this is my mission, my goal. I gotta destroy all pseudo information. I mean, you running. I mean, Queen. I mean, what the hell's going on? I seen that. I mean, the Earth is only 6,000 years old. I mean, come on, Queen. You got to do better than this. The Canaanites is white. You still talking about that, Queen? I mean, you know, I'm sorry. Jedi Judah 7,000 can't let stuff like that slide anymore. I mean, there's trees older than 6,000 years old. Damn. Plants older than 6,000. I mean, what are we doing? You cannot force your beliefs on everybody. Everybody don't deal with the Bible. So how do you explain that to people who don't deal with the Bible? Well, I mean, where do you go? I mean, come on. But anyway, let's get to the meat and potatoes, man. You know, 7,000 here to teach. You know, I ain't gonna preach. I'm gonna teach. So let me get something going here, man. Oh yeah, I got another like I say, my show was rescheduled to Thursday. I'll be beating the crap out of Chris Harris again over there on. I know you ain't. You dare not step over there. Ain't nobody gonna hold your hand. You hear me? You see? Nagy Springfield, he running for shit. They got him in a witness protection program. You just stopped him so much, man. God damn. But anyway, let's get to it, man. Chris, you gotta be ashamed of yourself, man. Got that man dingaling pics out. What's wrong with you? We're gonna bring the exclusive interview out. You welcome to come on the panel when Nagy's up there. I already talked to Judah Nazareth. Hey, we're getting all the formalities working out. You know what I'm saying? But this has to be told to the community, bro. You ain't look. You ain't even safe to go take a piss in the bathroom stall. You know, hey, you supposed to, hey, keep it like a peripheral vision. Yeah, let me show you. See, Chris, when you're supposed to do like this. He got the blinders on, peeking around, looking down. I mean, come on, man. I mean, who does that? Then snapshotted it, and then they passed the man dingaling pics around. Yeah, I mean, come on, bro. I mean, what are we doing, man? What are we doing? See, Chris Hayes, you see how I can take my hat off with pride and dignity? This is a Michael Jordan look. You got that little cone peak at the top, then the hairline coming in the middle of your goddamn cranium. I see why you keep that hat on, man. Oh man, whoa, what's going on? Hold up, y'all. You got the peekaboo. That was you took the whole Kendrick Lamar peekaboo to a whole new level, y'all. You hear me? Peekaboo, looking at the stars. Peekaboo, and then pulling down his drawers. Peekaboo, looking over to the. Now let me quit, man. I'm gonna make a peekaboo remix. You know, Chris Harris peeking over stars, y'all. I mean, with his measuring stick out. You about this the ISUPK when they running around talking about ain't no better penis than the Captain K. Gabar. How did he find out that there's no better penises than the 12 tribes of Israel? He said the tribe of Naphtali, the tribe of Judah got the best dinglings. I said, what the hell's going on? The tribe of Judah. I said, man, he did a whole. Now, what if I would have came to class today with my mama or something, and y'all out here talking about some goddamn ISUPK dinglings? I mean, we're gonna do better than this. This is not scholarship, ladies and gentlemen. You hear me? I mean, what's really going on in the community? All right, hold up, man. I didn't hit the wrong button. Hold up. Okay, right. You know what I'm saying? So what we gonna do, man? We're gonna get into this. I know it's late, but man, hey, this is what we do. You see what I'm saying? Let's get into the meat and potatoes, man. I mean, so the main thing, let me show you. This guy, I'm gonna show him his own words. Uncle West, and I'm gonna get you too. And you said it running around here talking about the old world monkeys. I mean, something got to stop, man. Natalie talking about the earth is only 6,000 years old. I mean, something got to give. I can't take it no more, man. This is why this is the return of the Jedi Judah 7,000. Man, Dinka Mali a little bit nicer than the Jedi Judah 7,000. I got my lifesaver out, man. I got to save the community from this nonsense. Napaz talking about Napaz and Sanchez talking about Jesus Christ is the serpent in the garden. Jabari running around here talking about some goddamn Jabari and this goddamn fool, unconscious Hebrew unconsciousness, talking about the ancient Kemetic. See, look, the ancient Kemetic had a book of the day. See, y'all don't even dig it. How do you call yourself? Hold on, let me put myself back on the big screen, man. Shit. Look, how do you call yourself Hebrew consciousness? Then you run around here and you're an atheist. I mean, make that make sense. Then you run around here talking about he right along with the bandwagon, y'all. He gonna make me take his belt. You gonna make me take your belt, Haru unconsciousness. You hear me? You just keep running your lip. I'm trying to save you. I'm trying to save you and Steve Calabero. What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all, man? Hey, I'm on my hit 'em up tour. You hear me? Enough is enough. I mean, come on, and then you got Kyle. How in the hell do you practice Ephi and you an atheist? Let me say that again, Kyle. How in the hell do you practice Ephi and you're an atheist? That don't match up, sir. It don't. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, I got to get all y'all, man. I'm sorry I got to do this to you. But this is what I do. I got my lifesaver. I got to save the community. That's why this is the return of the Jedi, Judah 7,000. MVP's master teacher. The pseudo killer's master teacher. Natalie's master teacher when it comes to this. I'm sorry, Queen. I got to do this. Napaz's master teacher. 5th grade Frankie's master teacher. 5th grade Greg, you ain't even worth me talking about you, man. Shit. Now, you know they got online 6th grade certificate. At least get your 6th grade certificate, Frankie. God damn. I mean, what the hell? What the hell going on, man? I mean, this dude, man, you up here trying to teach and debate. He jumped in the ring a couple of times and got slapped around. And then you got this clown catching 10K. I mean, come on, bro. Goddamn well that chart is bogus. Then you hear the man, come on, Pops. You know that ain't right. I know. But that's to catch the real man. Now, what Captain Tim K, I already beat you up over here 10-0. 10-0'd them. And then I'm still waiting for my certificate, man. That's okay. Then you got the guys like Tahuti and Reggie. I mean, it's a whole list of them I got to get, y'all. I done came back up out of retirement. So the conscious community hitman. If you see some guys running around here pseudo and you don't know how to put your information together, I mean, come on, hey, hire me, I'll get them. $30 fee though if I'm work for you. That's cheap for a hitman, for a conscious hitman. You see what I'm saying? But let's get to this, man. Shit. Hit that like, share, and subscribe, man. It's about to go down. You know. I'm tired of beating up niggas for free. Shit. Yeah, I got to put something in my cash app. I mean, hey, guys, they got to put something in my goddamn cash app, man. This is a lot of hard work. I mean, you see those popping up like poppy seeds? You hear me? God damn. Anyway, let's get to some of this, man. So my next presentation, I'll be on Taharka Bay's channel. You know, I'm setting some up with Killer Priest. You know what I'm saying? I'm taking my act on the road, but you know, home base is always JJ7K TV and the Lions Den. Now, the fastest way to find Lions Den, you got to type it in. But there's a bunch of Lions Dens out there, a bunch of counterfeit lines. You got to type in JJ7000 and Lions Den. Then, you know, for my banging, balling, crawling, slanging, and banging show, as Black Jesus Minister will say, you got to go to JJ7K TV, JJ7000 TV. All right, man, let's get to this, man. Shit. I mean, I got work to do. Oh, yeah, but yeah, see, I'll be teaching another one of my presentation I'm putting together. Tasseti is older than Kemet. They taught Kemet. Kemet taught the Greeks. See, that's one of my presentations. So you don't hear teachings like that. You know what I'm saying? Everybody doing the same regurgitation. And then I got another class coming up, how to jump on StreamYard for dummies. This will be catered towards indigenous Black men. You know, I mean, bro, how do you not know how to push the button, bro? You're regurgitating my shit. I mean, come on, indigenous, man. What, you got nubbles on your I mean, you got nubs, so I guess you can't push the button right. I mean, even with nubs, you can. Well, then I guess not, man. I mean, come on, bro. Then he got the nerve talking about they tapping phones. So you one of those conspiracy theorists type of fellas. He went on there. I was so embarrassed when he said that on Killer's Priest. He talking about he made up excuse why he can't pop his head out. I mean, come on, bro. You guys should do better than this. This is 2026. You run around talking about everybody regurgitating my shit. Nigga, you ain't wrote no thesis. You ain't wrote a book. I mean, bro, you can't even write your name, man. I mean, come on, bro. I mean, what are we doing? Nigga, you gonna turn on me? Now you on the hit list. I gotta get you. You see? Elder Patai side, you kind of turned on me too. So now I gotta look up all the little gibberish you talking about. Hutep, happy Patai. You don't know what you're saying, man. Come on, bro. I gotta get you, Elder. Once you cross 7,000, man, hey, it's war. You know, you can't be. Hey, I done brung you back to life. Dug you up out of your sarcophagus, some goddamn where. You hear me, ladies and gentlemen? Now he wanna turn on 7,000. Oh, these niggas ain't loyal. These niggas ain't loyal. All right, man. Let's get to it, man. Where do I? I mean, see. Corsair was hating because I went over there on Killer Priest. You see what I'm saying? I mean, the hate is always in this nigga eyes. So we're gonna start with him hating after my presentation. Hold up, man. Hit that like, share, and subscribe. Hold up. Let's see. All right, so yeah, 7,000 went over there on the pseudo killers, and burnt down the goddamn house. You know what I'm saying? It was like a Michael Jackson performance. You hear me? Yeah, man. It was like a Michael. Look, if you go look at look, they ain't had that many views in a goddamn 2 years until 7,000 came over there. I looked at the numbers. Then y'all want to try this? Hold up, man. Share my screen. Y'all should jump on, man. I got the link in the chat. Hell yeah. So stay tuned Thursday. Me and Mighty Hebrew will be going on Taharka Bay, beating the crap out of these guys. They're talking about there was no Hebrews in Africa before 1498. I guess some Catholic dude ran around, Catholic dude ran around and taught everybody over there. I'm trying to figure out how they learned all these languages. I mean, this has got to be the dumbest goddamn premise I ever heard in my life. Yeah. But that's what Chris Harris do, man. He run his mouth and then he run his feet. Okay, hold up. So let's start here. Let me make sure it's up on the screen. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's go. Let the teachers begin. Here we go. Hold up. Hold up. Let me turn it up for y'all. You don't want to miss none of these teachers. Hold up. Oh, come on, man. What the hell's going on? It's always something new they added to something, man. What the hell? Come on. Oh, there you go. Wait a minute. Playing with y'all. The rest of 2026, you know, I let you slide in the first quarter. You know, the first quarter is January, February, March, April. These two other quarters is left. You in some goddamn trouble. All of y'all, Juju, all y'all. I mean, I'm not playing with y'all, man. But a Hebrew unconscious. I seen you trolling in the goddamn audience the other day. I'm gonna get you too. I promise. All right, here we go.
This is the scientific applied to trauma, repeated across 48 standardized cases. Scientific method. So
that's right.
Where did this knowledge come from? From mummification and from war. It just removed brains through the nose for 2,000 years. They saw meaningful. Excuse me.
I'm addressing these guys because see, they for the people who don't know what's going on, for the people that's watching it in 2036, 10 years from now, you know, I still be around if you need me. I still have the same. I'm talking to the future. I still have the same website, JudahJeremiah12@gmail.com. You know how they dig up all the old elders and bring them back, like I did old Pythagoras. He was over there smelling like Bengay, and then he had his dentures popped out with the desigen dribbling down the side of his cheeks. Yeah, so I probably still have all my teeth though. You know. All right, let's go. I'm just messing with you, elder man. You know, you gotta have a sense of humor. I respect you, even though you done wrong when you jump over there with my ops, and then you wanna, you know, I don't know, man. That's for another time, another place. I love you, elder. I'm just joking. Here we go.
I can't pronounce that. Meninges and fluid. They treated soldiers with head wounds from copper weapons.
Chris, I hate my hairline hairs. How do you feel that these people didn't know anything about material science, formal science, medical science, chemistry, metallurgy? He said that the ancient Kemettics was just pushing rocks. So how they push them up so high then? I mean, bro, you got to stop this. And had the precision was just so tight. And y'all done recruited this dude, Juju? I mean, you got to be ashamed of yourself. Cosmo, why are you peeking around to get you to? You steady running in the back chat with this goddamn Owaspy Chronicle crap. I mean, come on, man. Goddamn John Newtonberg. Psychopath dentist, he got the revelations. Automatic writing. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Automatic writing. I mean, are we serious, man? I told you. I let y'all slide the first quarter of 2020. And now everybody can get it. They're right, Yasha. We ain't playing with. All right, here we go. Oh, yeah. Hold up. OTK, you talking about you my cousin, man, all this American Indian crap. I mean, you what tribe you from? I'm sick of this. I'm sick of this. Humble. You over there running your goddamn humble lip, unhumbled lip. Talking about the retainer sacrifices didn't happen. I'm going to get you too because you ain't doing nothing but regurgitating that goddamn Jabario Sazi. That's right. Ain't nobody safe now. I try to be nice. Yeah. I try to be nice, man. I try to be nice to them, man. I don't know what. That's what this is. Whoa, can you hear me? Whoa.
Testing. Yeah, okay. Yeah, man, this is the return of the Jedi, Judah 7000. You see? See, Mandinka Mali, he a little bit more nicer. See, now JJ's back. The Jedi Judah 7000 back, man. Shit. I can't take it no more. I've been on the sideline peeking around, letting y'all get your pseudo-ness out. Hoping you can kind of fine-tune it a little better than what you're doing, man. But you're being sloppy with your pseudo-ness. You used to be able to trick people with it. You hear me? Like that polite stuff. Y'all was bamboozled and mystified by that damn sign, polite. Until 7,000 beat them up over there. You know what I'm saying? I done beat them all. Cesaria, polite, Jabari. Who else? The list go on. It would take me about 30 minutes to put the whole list out. You hear me? We ain't got time for that today, though. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get back to it, man. I'm tired of playing around with these characters. Shit. All right, let's go. That worked. Teach. The result was a textbook. Now look at the Greek.
See, what you're seeing is a master at work. You hear me, yo? Look, go get him 7,000.
Standardization, history of medicine. Egyptian medical thought influenced later traditions, including the Greeks. Herodotus visit.
Right here. See, Chris, I hate my hairline hairs. Listening is an art form. And you see, the Greeks, the standardized history of Egyptian medical thought influenced later traditions, including the Greeks. How you gonna sit up there, Herodotus and all these hippopotamus, Aristotle's, and I mean, what? Cedric got all these posters on the wall. Did you see it another day over there when he did his Cedric? How you do a presentation with no sources? I mean, did little clips, not one source, and they gonna yell out, "See, JJ, this is how you do a presentation." I said, man, come on, bro. But here we go.
Egypt 440 BC and wrote extensively on their medicine.
That's right.
They want to give it to them. They want to give it to him. Hippocrates, the father of medicine. That's a damn lie. Hippocrates and later Gallian studied at the temple of Amenhotep.
That's right.
How dare you get it to them? You're a coon. And acknowledge the contribution of ancient Egyptian medicine and Greek medicine. Tayo, if you're agreeing with him, you're a coon too. This is not a fringe claim. This is not a French claim. Let me cook. That is the history of medicine. The Greeks went to Egypt to study because Egypt had schools, libraries.
See what I'm saying? Look, you bring all this out over there to the pseudo killer, and look at the chat rat. This is puff pad scholarship. How? It's the truth. This is all them trolls over here. All of them. Look, drunk facts. I mean, come on, man. They mad because I'm busting their head. Yeah, he did, Cosmine. He said it. He gonna say it again, man. Stop it. This is why you on the hit list again. See, I be peeking and watching. After I do my show, I go through the odds and peek and watch it and see who learning and who ain't. Let's go.
And 3,000 years of records. Greek had old poets. Oh my God. Look at this.
To the point. The point is y'all sitting up there lying. The point is y'all said Greeks started modern science. The point is y'all said that the ancients, the Africans, the Mesopotamians and the Sumerians, and the Babylonians didn't have ancient science. The Chinese didn't have it according to these characters. They want to give it all to these apostles and air apostles and all these type of shit. They weren't trying to learn. Let's keep going.
Every field. Y'all hear me? Every field, this pattern repeats itself in mathematics. The Rhine, and Moscow papyri shows Egyptian calculation areas, values, and using units.
Put the troll post up. Chris, I can say, sir, you would never see me in the ring. I promise you. You need to go somewhere where they hold your hand. But you done burnt all your bridges. You're gonna burn the bridges of serial killer soon. I prophesied that. That's a pattern with this dude. Once he loses a debate or something, he'll get the whole platform shut down. Look what he did to SVDL, a solo file debate lead. I mean, come on, man.
Unit fraction in the 3-4-5 triangle, as I talked about earlier, for surveying after Nile floods. Greek historians say that Thales learned from geometry from who? Egypt. Pythagoras is said to have spent 22 years in Egyptian temples, but they want to give it to them. What's wrong with these guys? Who sent you? The theorem attributed to him appears in Egyptian rope stretcher. I told you about that earlier. Practiced 1,000 years early in astronomy. Egyptians tracked Sirius to create a 365 calendar and used 36 deacon stars to divide the night. They built a Meerkat to align temples to true north. Oh, well, the Greeks were the first one. You shut up. Greeks who visited Heliopolis learned these methods and brought them home. See what I'm saying? Let's go to engineering. Oh, engineering is not have anything to do with science. Shut up. In engineering, Egyptians quarried, moved, and lifted 2.3 million stones to build the.
How many times you gonna put this little comment up? This is how you know they hate, man. This is how you know.
The Great Pyramid with tolerance of less than an inch. In 2580 BC, they built canals, harbors, obelisks, and shaddafs. When Greeks later built temples, they used Egyptians.
You bring up the fact that it is. Can you please treat JJ like Showtime on Apollo? See, these dudes, they had a little peanut gallery. Anything that Unc say, they're gonna follow. Now, if Unc was up here saying the same thing, we'd be like, oh, great job, Unc, Uncle Cat. I mean, come on, man. Stop it.
Egyptian column proportions. Wait a minute, man. I thought the Greeks started all this. And you are sadly mistaken, sir. You don't get up here in front of us and say this nonsense, and they in the audience cheerleading for you while you're up here lying. That's why I had to do this. Egyptian quarrying methods and Egyptian tools. The Pharaoh's lighthouse in Alexandria, one of the 7 wonders, was built.
Gary Berg, you are now officially on my hit list as well. Joe dumbass.
By Greeks and Egypt using what? Egyptian engineers. Look at the chemistry. Huh?
How can you go through all of this and they in the audience and don't even understand what's going on? I mean, can y'all possibly be that slow?
Chemistry. Egyptians made glass, faience, Egyptian. This black man brung out Sarpedia with over.
It don't even do no good to get indigenous credit for anything because he's still being the audience hating. I don't know what type of retardation you got going over there in the Virginia mountains, man. But you're gonna get your act together. I'm gonna send you that. Hey, I'm gonna send you that. How to jump on StreamYard for dummies. That's what I'm gonna do for you.
160 plant drugs.
Look at her root conscience. See, both of us are over here. I'm gonna call DMG tomorrow since you disagreeing with this information. I mean, how do you call yourself Haru consciousness? And you're an atheist, but them people wasn't no atheists. What the hell's wrong with you? And you sitting up here agreeing that the Greeks didn't learn up under the feet of the Cometics. And the Cometics learned from Tassetti. I'm gonna teach you that too. Let's keep going.
Honey anesthetics and castor oil. The Ebers proposed 877 prescriptions. And these Greek pharmaceuticals began at the contact with Egypt. Well, I thought they were the first one to start something. That was what the white man told me. Well, you got tricked. Now look at that. Egyptians had centralized state taxation by serving standard ways. Remember, Chris said that they ain't know nothing about this. I'm gonna let y'all hear it.
Yeah.
In temple libraries that
okay, now Chris said this, but then he backtracks and say he didn't say it. No, we got you on tape. That's why I'm your master teacher.
Text for millennia. The Library of Alexander, the greatest Greek library, which I don't really think that's real, but was built in Egypt, staffed by Greeks who read Egyptian papyri. So, man, these items are not random. They're complete systems. You can't take that away from them. These are complete systems, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to the Lions Den, Sister Karima. Shout out to Black Jesus Minister, Ball in the Crowd. Shout out to my wife, Jenny Hayes, and the rest of the team in the Lions Den. Shout out to Uncle West and the Pseudo Killers and Killer Priest and everybody else. You know, look at this. There are complete systems. He ain't gonna tell you that. He gonna continue to perpetuate his lie. These are complete systems using observation. Isn't that part of science? Recording. I thought that was part of it too. Testing. Ain't that part of it, Chris? Teaching, preserving. Egypt invented the systems. Guess who inherited it, Chris? The Greeks. Let me say it again. Egypt invented the system, that method of science. Greek inherited. Why does this matter? Because the narrative of a Greek miracle erases what, y'all? the African foundation of Western science. It pretends that rational thought sprang fully from Athens. Oh, they had rational thought until the Greeks. And how slow can you be when you know they sat in their temples? The Greeks sat in the Egyptian temples. Make it make sense. The papyri prove otherwise. Rational medicine existed in Egypt when Greece was in the Bronze Age. A systematic anatomy existed in Egypt when Greeks still believed disease was a divine punishment. Let me say that again. A systematic anatomy existed in Egypt. Well, guess what? Your Greek heroes still believed disease was a divine punishment. Let's keep going. The Egyptians were not perfect. They mixed magic with medicine in some texts, but the Edward Smith papyrus proved that it could separate the two when dealing with trauma. They chose observation over incarnation. The choice is the birth of science. 7,000 cook. They chose observation over incantation. That choice, Chris Harris, I hate my hairline Harris. That choice is the birth of science. You want to sit up here and give it to the Greeks. Everybody knows that they studied in their temples. How could you even get up here and lie? The Greeks were brilliant students. They translated, systemized, and philosophized Egyptian knowledge. They deserve credit for preservation and spread, but they were students, not the fathers. The fathers was Egypt. The evidence is in the dates. Imhotep practiced rational medicine in 2650 BCE. Cook 7,000. Hippocrates practiced in 400 BCE. That is a 2,250 year gap. The Edward Smith papyrus describes the brain in 1600 BC. The Alcmedian of Croton, the first Greek to mention the brain, is in 500 BC, y'all. And this guy want to get in front of us. Yeah, guys, you know, come on, bro. Stop it. Just because you talk like that don't make it right. I'm a people's champ. I connect with the people. I don't have to say 18-syllable words to sound smarter than everybody else. That's just your trick. Now, this is a 1,100-year gap. The Great Pyramid was built 2,580 BC. The Pantheon was built 447 BC. You know how much of a gap that is? Take off your shoes and socks, Chris, here and count. That is a 2,133-year gap. A culture that's 2 millennia ahead and not peer. It is a parent. Yeah, let's keep going, man. Let's keep going. I'm almost done. Hold on. He said some more nonsense. He said some more nonsense, y'all. We got to shut it down. Okay. All right, hold on. Yeah. Let's get you some of this. Let's get you some of this, sir. Yeah. All right. Okay, so I went over that. Okay, sundials. It's so much. 30 more documented Egyptians precedents that Greek author later studied. Okay, this is what the Greeks studied for under the Egyptians. Okay, we got the sundials. You got the Sophic cycle. You got deacon stars, lunar calendar corrections, unit fractions, and the ring papyrus methods. Y'all get the picture. Let's keep going. Let me get you some more. Let's keep going so we can show this. I know it hurt. Oh, but JJ saying it, so it might not be right. Just shut up. Let's keep going. I need to look Greeks in there. Scientific method. Okay, hold on. Yeah, remember he said that they didn't have it, right? Okay, let's talk about the brain. All right. See, let me give you some brain stuff. All right. Okay. So sources of the Egyptian brain surgery, and Greeks didn't know nothing about it until they learned from Egypt. Give us the science that Egyptians use and their testing methods to perfect brain surgery. See, I'm gonna give you that. The primary source of Edward Smith papyrus, the oldest known surgical treatise of trauma, described 48 cases of injuries. What makes it scientific, Chris, is that it presents a rational and scientific approach to medicine in ancient Egypt and avoids prescribing magic. The copy we have dates 1600 BC, but the language shows it is copied from the Old Kingdom. The first known description. Okay, I read that. Hold up. So we got that out the way. Okay. Primary sources. Hold up. I want to get to. Oh yeah. Hold up. Let's go. Hold up. I got some more. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. This is very important, y'all. Let's get because he. Okay. Yeah. Now he didn't get up here and talk about a catapult. I said, what the hell? He said the catapult is a simple machine. The catapult is a simple machine that turns stored energy into projectile motion. Every type from a Greek torsion engine to a classroom popsicle stick launcher uses the same physics. This is physics, right? energy storage. A catapult does not create energy; it stores it. He said that some old Greek guy read it. Tension catapults bend a wooden arm or stretch a rubber band. The work you do pulling back becomes elastic potential energy. Torsion catapult twist ropes or sinew. The twisted fibers store rotational elastic energy. The counterweight lifts a heavy mass. The work of lifting becomes gravitational potential energy. Science buddies describe this directly. A simple catapult helps students to see how energy can be stored. Energy releases and levers. Okay? When you release the arm, the stored energy converts to kinetic energy of the arm and projectile. Yeah, Cosmo, that's what they're saying. Egypt didn't have science. That's what they're saying. Chris dumbass, somebody just pushing rocks. Watch. All right. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna get to something else. But he said that they started, so we're gonna get into that. Oh yeah. Here goes something else that y'all need to hear. Here goes something right here. Okay. Now, the first step towards a theory of chemical reaction was taken by George Ernest Stahl in 1697 when he proposed this theory, which is based on the following observations. Okay. The method Stahl used, Purdue University General Chemistry History, summarized the steps exactly as Stahl took in 1687. Observation: metals have many properties in common. This is material. This is more material science that he said they didn't know nothing about. Let's skip this. Let's get to the critiques. I got a lot to say. Hold up. Could be checked in the furnace, heat cups, and charcoal.
I thought my game over.
Right.
Okay. JJ seems to have fell off. Okay. Wow. What can I say?
So all this information they didn't understand. Look how slow he is. Watch this. That involved counting and measurements, with early humans using tally marks and body parts as units. Shingle bone, right? Hunter-gatherers did the same thing without writing. Carl Sagan, this is one of my sources, look him up, argued that the ancient hunter-gatherers practiced science through observation and data analysis, citing the Coon Sands tracking skills and the Kalahir Desert forensic techniques. This is something you don't know about because you never hear nobody talking about it. 7,000 gonna bring it out. And if you ever debate, you're gonna be in some trouble. You're a money quarterback. The study examines spatial cognition in Hasda and Twa hunters-gatherers. I'm not taking it to the Twa, finding no evidence of gender differences in Eleusinian tasks despite mobile lifestyles. The study compares Hasda hunter-gatherers to social spatial behaviors with olive baboons, revealing Hasda diverse knowledge, pool, and cognitive abilities for spatial navigation and communication. This study explores how collective and information flow. Hebrew conscience, I see you, and I'm gonna get you. And hunter-gatherer societies create regularities linking brain networks and desensitized knowledge systems. So the methodology is not ancient. Not an accident. Trial and error produces variation. Science produces standardization. We find 4 rock types in the Great Pyramid chosen for function, with weathering rates of only 0.1% volume annually. Roman concrete used 10% less binder at lower temperatures than modern Portland cement, yet lasting 2,000 years. Chinese, this is material science. Chinese sticky rice mortar, which measures 3%, increasing tensile strength to 30%. So this requires, Chris, a hypothesis. This mix will set underwater. A controlled variable. You know what that is? Change line to keep ash constant. They also did with measurement, strength, to set time. You know what they did? They recorded it on tablets. Replication across site. They replicated hypothesis, control variable, measurements. They recorded it, and then there's replication. They did it over and over. This is science. This is exactly the methodology taught in materials science today. You got up here and lie. So why this false claim fails, Chris? The claim that they didn't understand rests on 3 errors. First, it confused writing equations with understanding principles.
It says, please state your claim. The claim is, you idiot, that these fools is running around here saying that the ancients didn't have science. Period. How many times I got to tell you goddamn bozos? I mean, y'all ain't that smart.
Egyptians did not write F equal MA, but they built structures where FEA shows stresses stayed within safe limits. So you're not going to take the material science from them. They understood the principle. Let's go to number 2. Second, it assumes science needs laboratory. This is what these guys run around and tell you, oh, you need a laboratory, man. Their laboratory was the Nile flood, the quarry, the hunt. Data collected over centuries is more rigorous than a semester's project. Third, it ignores continuity. Our SI kilogram traces to the Egyptian royal cubic volume of water. Our concrete research rediscovers Rome line class. Our tracking algorithms copy conformistic methods. Nothing is unassigned from the ancients. He wants to give it to the Eurocentrics. But nothing is new under the sun. They observed.
So look at this guy. If you get the information from Google, Chrome, or Meta AI, Chat GPT, and you have sources, what difference does it make? But see, since you want to complain, I got PDFs for you dumbass niggas now. Now what you gonna cry about? I got you. I got you, Heru unconsciousness. Your dumbass talking about the comedics. The comedics didn't do retainer sacrifices. Man, I'm gonna beat the stink out of your dumbass. I promise you.
They measured, they did testing, they recorded it, and they taught. Is human not modern? With the weights, the microscopy, the self-healing concrete, the star diaries, and the hunter-gatherers tracking data, you have brought out today, the burden of proof shifts. See? It's on you, Chris, to prove this wrong. It is no longer on the ancients to prove that they were scientific. It is up.
Now I keep telling them that scientific, the ancients are, and they still, what is he talking about? That is my point. Y'all wasn't trying to listen, learn. Y'all just want to troll the whole goddamn night. I'm just replaying it over here because I'm gonna get you some other information.
Up to you, Chris, to prove that they wasn't. It is on the skeptic to explain how trial and error produced standardized systems that lasted 3 millennia and still inform MIT labs in 2026. Let's keep going. Let's keep going, man. Let me get to the top. That was my opening. Let's keep going now. I sat back and watched them for 20 minutes. I couldn't take no more. So we got 20 minutes of lies that we're going to debunk. Okay? That's what we're going to do. Let me get to it. Hold on. Hit that like, share, and subscribe. Because we got a lot to do here. Let me get back to the hunter-gatherers. Let's start with the hunter-gatherers, y'all. Let's gather some credit, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? So hunter-gatherers scientific theory proves nothing is new under the sun. And I got the highly accredited sources. See? So here's 20 examples of I'll read the sources here in a minute. Hold up. That's the sources. Hold up. Let's go. Hold up. So yeah, let me give you this. Okay. So when we look at the hunter-gatherer, because y'all want to say that they were primitive, they didn't know anything about science. Hunter-gatherers were not pre-scientific. Carl Sagan called them scientists because they use observation, hypotheses, testings, and data transmission without writing, right? Mathematics and counting. We all know that math is a formal science. Tally sticks, the Ishango bone. That's 20,000 BCE. The Congo shows a prime number and lunar counts. Prehistoric mathematics involved counting and measurements with early humans using tally marks and body parts as units. Body part counting. That's a New Guinea. Groups about 27 body points at base systems. The Lubombo bone. 44,000 BCE, 29 notches matching the lunar cycle. Let's go to astronomy. Oh, they didn't understand. They were just primitive. Samos rock art alignments. Like I say, Heru, when I catch you over here, I don't want to hear no backtracking. I promise you. I promise you, sir. Bureau Flats, California sunrise, sunset, solstice marks linked
How do
to
you not
ceremonial
understand
practices.
any of this I'm reading? You got to be, you just a troll.
Aboriginal dark constellations. That's the Emu and Milky Way used to time egg harvest. The Coon Sand Star Lore. Did I know some of y'all ain't never heard of this? They track seasons, but by rising the Saigon citation. Mesoamerica, 260-day calendar. UC Davis researchers decode 5,000-year calendars linking to lunar phases and solar observation. How about physics and tracking? Com tracking as a forensic science. As a forensic science. They had that back then. Sagan argued ancient hunter-gatherers practiced science through observation data analysis, citing the Kong science tracking skills and the Kalahari Desert forensic techniques. How about pressure release tracking, Chris? You know anything about this? I think not. I identified animal speed, weight, injury from footprint deformation, ballistics. This dumbass nigga Heru in the eyes. JJ, do they have an understanding of modern science? You idiot. How they gonna have a clue of modern science and that ancient, you goddamn buffoon? I mean, you dumber than a box of rocks. I'm gonna get you, I promise. Look at this dumbass question. Did they have an understanding of modern science? Man, you dumb as hell. Australian Aboriginal spear throwers increased velocity 3 times using Heru consciousness. How do you figure some ancient people gonna have an understanding of modern science? Make that make sense with your dumb ass. I mean, come on, bro. Principles, spatial cognition. You know anything about that? I ain't never heard you talk about it. You just jumped in the party. You ain't never taught about it. You don't even hear you teaching anything. All you do is Monday morning quarterback. Hasta and a trois, spatial ability. Santa Fe Institute study finds no gender difference in these tasks despite mobile lifestyles challenging gathering hypothesis. 3-dimensional circle configurations. Professor Richard Gould used circle patterns to track hunter-gatherers' movement in Australia. Okay, let's go to ecology and botany. Because he said these people didn't know nothing about it. This is science what they're using. Then I'm gonna get to the more up-to-date one. I'm just taking you back. Because they had seasonal calendars, the Ulingu 6-season systems based on plant flowering, wind, and stars. But you ain't never heard no Ulingu. I know you ain't. I ain't never heard you talk about it. Toxic plant detoxification. That's science, sir. Australian nuts leach for days to remove toxins. You think they just did this by chance? This is archaeological residue analysis. You see, you're gonna learn today. Social computation, collective computation, hunter-gatherer branch of 16 people from largest collective brains, enabling fission, fusion, and dynamics. Go to the medicine. Bush medicine. Sand people use Hoodia for appetite suppression. Now studied for obesity drugs today. Wound treatment. The Amazonian group use plant antibiotics, antibacterial activity, antipharmacology. So key sources in the site, Carl Sagan, the Big Think article, while Carl Sagan said ancient hunter-gatherers were scientists. Go look it up. Santa Fe Institute, Spatial Ability in Hunters Gatherers, 2023. UC Davis Psychic org. Researchers find ancient science and math are timely. Mesoamerican calendar. These are my sources, but let's keep going because I got a lot. Let's keep going. I want to show you what else he said. And let's keep going. Hold up. Hope y'all writing some of this down. Let's keep going. So we're gonna cut the checks. I want to break out some information. But like I said, my whole premise was that the ancients had science, and that's not too hard to follow. I'm showing you all this. I can explain it to you, but I can't understand it for you. That's not my fault. Look.
let's get to where Chris is saying that the ancients didn't learn up under the Greeks. Then I'm finna bust his head. Let's go here where they trying to call themselves critiquing my information. Right, look.
Bell Woods the number J
Can you hear me, brother?
Production. The views expressed by JD 700 are not necessarily reflect the views of Sula Killer. Yeah, man, but I hope y'all like it. Good show, you know what I'm saying? It's entertaining. Some people probably gonna love it, you know what I'm saying? The Egyptian science part of it. And yeah, I hope we can get them back up here to cap this off. You know what I'm saying? I don't know where.
Oh boy. Y'all know I can talk for hours. My show is called Set Talks, but I am at a loss for words right now, honestly.
You got, you know what I'm saying? How are you at loss for words when your premise over there is saying that only thing with science is methodological naturalism? Huh? How are you at a loss for words? These niggas dumb as hell.
Yeah. Somebody says something.
Yeah, what
Jason.
think, Dale?
I'm gonna take a different approach, a different angle. JJ, great job, JJ. We didn't necessarily learn anything, but I can guarantee you did, and that's what matters, JJ.
Okay.
Because you're taking the.
What do you mean you didn't learn anything when you running around here talking about the ancients didn't have sons? What I taught you, you guys wasn't talking about. You were going against it. Oh, you learned. Look how mad she look. Christine Harris over here.
The appropriate steps to even understand the conversation, and that's a big step forward.
The big step is that you're gonna learn from JJ. That's the big step. I don't give a damn about your sarcasm. I know you learned. I know you did. You will never get on here again and say the ancients didn't have science. You will never in your life.
Thing in the Bible. I know you kind of reverting back right now, but I'm actually impressed that you would take the time to even understand these things. You seem to.
I'm unimpressed for you to say that you practice E5 and you're atheist. I'm gonna to teach you about that. Those are spiritual people. They believe in some spiritual realm, some kind of Uladu Mari. Kyle, Ulad, say it with me. Uladu Mari. That is their creator. Okay.
But I wouldn't say fully grasp all the concepts yet, but you getting there. And so for that, I gotta tip my hat to JJ, because this is how he learns. He learns by fighting against learning. And he's reading it. The stuff that he's reading, he's not gonna win. You see what I'm saying? He's not gonna win.
Let's get to Chris. Look at this weirdo. This the guy that runs around and passes around other guys' dingling pigs. Are we supposed to take you serious?
A dialogue, because it was called Chris as it pertains to.
First of all, I didn't make that title up, JJ versus Chris. Let's get that documented noted. It was supposed to have been called The Return of Jedi Judah 7000. Period. It'll never be versus you because you're not on my level. And I'm gonna show you here in a minute. Look, I'm just waiting for you. I'm waiting for you to say the word. Watch this, y'all.
In their tool making, it was so much. I don't even know what your argument is.
What do you mean your argument? You know what the argument is. You know what you said on your show. Don't try to act like you don't know now, nigga. I know what you said. That's the reason why I addressed you. Don't try to act like you innocent, but you didn't say this and that. Stop it.
But that's what he does. He comes on and he reads a ton of.
Now, listen, whatever I'm reading to you, it's going to have sources. Now, if you don't understand it, and that little pea brain of yours, that has nothing to do with me. Look at this idiot.
Damn definitions. And then he says, he said this, he said that.
Yeah, I'm saying exactly what you said, sir.
Read a definition. He said this, he said that. Read a bunch of definitions. He said this, he said that. he never really articulates his argument correctly. And that's why I call this source terrorism. If you want to debate me, JJ, here's what I'll tell you you're going to have to do. I want you to write me a 2-paragraph.
You remember when you said, if you show me any of the any Hebrews in Africa before 1492, you debate. You ran from that. So just stop it. You're too weak. You're too emotional. You're too sensitive. At this point, I'm just going to beat you up. We know you're not going to get in the ring. We know you have to be in a safe place. We know this. We know you runs off panels. And during the middle of a pay-per-view debate, we know you have these type of tendencies, sir. We know that you turn on everybody. We know this about you, Chris. Stop trying to act like you're so intellectual and so highly above everybody else, and you're not.
Paragraph premise on what your argument is. Since it's
we just told you, your dumbass said that the ancients didn't have a science. What's so hard about that premise? How do you not figure that out? This nigga dumb.
That you're going to be taking the affirmative. I want you to give me a definition of science, because I would agree that ancients had their own form of science.
Now you want to agree. Now you want to agree.
I don't think you truly understand what science and scientific is. I don't think you understand the empirical method. And prompting ChatGPT to do the work for you is only going to get you dug into a deeper hole in an argument like that. And then asking ChatGPT to give you sources. This shows us that you're not really cross-referencing and you're just reading everything. So I question your agenda and I question your method here, because when we debate, we actually know the material that we are debating.
Bro, what do you mean we do? Bro, you ran off a panel, sir, and said you quit. Said you were leaving the conscious community. Said you were starting your own debate league. Where's all this? Where's your debate league, Chris? You let Henry beat you. Did you not remember that you called Ivory a big lip B? You was so mad? Like, come on, bro.
And I am a member of the pseudo killers. And I've been
this week. I mean, come on, bro. Man, look. I'm Lions Den. I'm gonna be Lions Den for life. You don't see me jumping around here and there. You have never seen that. We seen you jump from here to there to there to here. We see you. It's what you do.
Beat up in the back chat based on some of the things I've said, and Cedric will tell you that. And you take your licks and keep.
So far, you let Cedric beat you up and all. That just showed me the levels that you are at.
On going, but you, my friend, have not even learned the simple art of debating. It would help.
Simple art of debate. So does the art of debating quitting in the middle of the goddamn debate, Chris? This nigga dumb as hell. He think that's an art form. Packing your bags, grabbing your hat, and running out the goddamn building. That's what he think. He think that's an art form, y'all.
For you to go to Khan Academy online and learn how to have a dialogue, because it was called Chris versus what does he call himself? Mandika Mali. And the minute said, let's let Chris answer, you responded, no. No,
you're gonna do your own presentation. You're answering now. I was answering what you said.
I don't want him to talk. I don't want him to say anything. So I knew what you were doing right there. This entire argument from the pseudo side of YouTube or certain people, what they are doing simply is trying to galvanize the pseudo killers.
And galvanize.
How can I say that?
Just say galvanize, nigga. Trying to galvanize. I mean, this nigga be trying to sound, I don't know what he be trying to sound like. He sound like an idiot. Trying to galvanize. I galvanized Nagy Springfield's pictures and passed him around his dingling pictures. Weird nigga. Then your master teacher over there, Solon was at the goddamn library with his dingling, with his wiener out. I mean, come on, man. Yeah, Haru, I'm gonna get you. I promise. When you find yourself in a hole, stop digging. Okay, I'm gonna get you. I promise.
Up there and say it against the audience or galvanize our.
I promise.
You're gonna run.
Blackness.
I prophesy that you're gonna run
against somebody. It's a very cheap trick to do in a debate to get the audience against you. It's like
galvanize. I mean, you sound like a goddamn weirdo. You are a weirdo. Okay, you run around collect ding-a-ling pics. Okay, hey, look, that's coming soon. Exclusive interview with Nagy Springfield. Violated that man like that. Then went on Tiny Chins and galvanized his pictures. That's what you did. You did it.
You know what I'm saying? So I didn't hear anything that I really disagreed with outside of the fact that I can't.
So you agree. So now your position has changed. Huh? But watch it in the next breath say that okay, so if you say that you didn't hear anything that you disagree with, how's this liquor store scholarship? If you said there's nothing that you disagreed with, because I'm teaching you, I taught you. You had to give up your position, sir. Because you were running around with Unc saying that the ancients didn't, just like I made Unc change his position. You see? But now in the next breath, you're going to say that they didn't have ancient science. They just pushing rocks. Watch this.
Cross-reference anything or really don't know where you got any of this stuff from. So you can take your
so, you know, it's crazy. And I kept listing sources. Did you write any of them down, Chris? To even go look them up? How you going to evaluate something? Oh, wait a minute, I looked this up and it said something different. Huh?
25, I'm alive scholarship, the hell up out of here, because I don't know nothing about anything that you're talking about. And if I wanted to...
Now, did you see? First, he just said there was nothing that he disagreed with. Then in the next 5 seconds, he don't understand. Look, let's do him again, y'all. This dude's a walking contradiction. Told you. Look, watch this.
Asking ChatGPT to give you sources. This shows us that you're not...
sources are not good anymore, Chris? Don't you ask Google for sources? Don't you ask Chrome for sources to back up your material that you're reading? When you commentate, don't you supposed to have sources to back you up, sir? Commentary with sources. Huh? Look, walking contradiction. Watch this.
Really cross-referencing and you're just reading everything. So
ain't you supposed to read it to the people? Or you just want to take my word? When I'm reading it, these are by professionals who have source material, who are qualified. This dude's an idiot.
Question your agenda and I question your method here because when
the method is you read the source, then you go into the information with the professionals are saying. It's not that hard, Chris. Not that hard to figure out.
We actually know the material that we are debating, and I am a member of the pseudo killers. And
you jump from here to there. That's what he did.
I've been beat up in the back chat based on some of the things I said, and Cedric will tell you that. And you take your licks and keep on going. But you, my friend, have not even learned the simple art of debating.
No, is it running off the stage? Is that what it is?
It would help.
Is it calling Garfield in the middle of a debate for help? Is that what it is, Chris? I didn't know Dollar Friend was part of the art of debating. I didn't know that, Chris. And then don't even give him credit. Then he busted you out and said, "Oh yeah, you did." Is the art of debating running around talking about you got a master's degree when you've been exposed not to have one? Is that part of it too?
To go to Khan Academy online and learn how to have a dialogue because it was called Chris versus what is he called?
And once again, I didn't make that title. I want you to know that.
Himself, what does he call himself? Mandika Mali. And the minute said, let's let Chris answer, you responded, no.
Not in the middle of my presentation, I wasn't done. The hell's wrong with you?
I don't want him to talk. I don't want him to say anything. So I knew what you were doing right there.
Chris don't ever do presentation. He just does Monday morning quarterbacking. Go look at his page. I would look at what taught or teach, and there's nothing.
This entire argument from the pseudo side of YouTube or certain people, what they are doing simply is trying to galvanize the pseudo killers against, how can I sit up there and say it, against the audience, or galvanize our quote unquote blackness against somebody. It's a very cheap trick to do in a debate.
But I see you trolling the audience, but when I called you out to show us what the FBA is doing for our people, you ran. So you're another goddamn group or chat rat.
To get the audience against you. It's like bandwagoning. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't hear anything that I really disagreed with.
No. Did y'all hear that? He says that he didn't hear anything that he disagreed with, but then in the next breath, he didn't understand what I was saying. God damn. I told you, man, this dude was a joke. Watch. Here, shh, everybody, watch it.
Outside of the fact that I can't cross-reference anything or really don't know where you got.
You ain't even took no notes down. How you gonna cross-reference anything? You ain't took no notes. You didn't say, well, here, I wrote this down, and this is what I disagree with. Because you couldn't disagree with anything because the truth came out. Stop it.
Stuff from. So you can take your Johnny 5, I'm Alive scholarship the hell up out of here, because
why? When there was nothing that you disagree with. So why I gotta take it out of here?
I don't know nothing about anything that you're talking about.
I told you. Now look at that. Y'all. You didn't disagree with me. You didn't see anything disagree, but now you don't know what I'm talking about. I told you.
And if I want to debate a Cedric or Ankh, I'll simply call them out and say, hey, I would like to have a conversation with you. Here's my argument that I have against you.
I told you my argument. Stop trying to act like I didn't have an argument. Stop trying to act like I wasn't responding to the shit that I went on Killer Priest. Did my thing. Next thing I know, you doing your Monday morning quarterbacking, your water cooler conversations of Monday morning, Sunday's game. Trying to critique it, but then in next breath, you say, "Oh, I didn't disagree," but then next breath, you say, "I don't understand what he was saying." Which one is it?
And then they are able to say, "Well, that's not my argument. Here's my argument." That's how two gentlemen get together and have a debate. Not come on here with 1,000 different definitions and then try to force somebody to answer all of that. That is called gish gallop.
Pick one. Just pick one. If you can debunk that, then you got to debunk the other stuff. That is called research.
All right, that's just throwing a bunch of sources together. You put it in a bag and you and you throw it at the person, and you expect him in a certain allotted amount of time to answer all of that. Let me know what your argument is. And I mean, the audience, we had a great time listening to it. I'm not going to sit up here and give you any credit for any of this, especially as an adult. It sucked. It had no focus.
It sucked, but you couldn't find nothing that you disagree with. But then in the next breath, you're talking about you don't understand. Man, you just a hater, bro. That's it.
You even said that ancient Egyptians were being scientific when they were dragging stones.
Keep that in mind what he just said, y'all. So basically, he's saying that the ancient Egyptians wasn't scientific. I want you to keep that in mind.
To build the pyramids, sir, that's called labor.
Wow.
And could you give me the empirical method in which the builders, what did they use to make the pyramids? What you are showing me is a lot of commentary. That's another problem you have. That's why I say I question.
Force commentary, sir.
Your methodology. It's the same thing I did with what's his name, Chef on the Run. I question you guys' methodology because I actually take my time to read. If you look behind me, I have a couple of books sitting over here next to my couch.
You got 3 books up here, man. Stop it.
Couch that I've read, and I got a ton of them in my.
Let's stop here. That's all I wanted y'all to see. He said he said they wasn't scientific. That's all I want to hear from you, sir.
Hold on. I think he said that they didn't teach the Greeks. Hold up.
A room. So I don't know necessarily what your argument was, other than the fact that you were building a straw man. It just sucked. I didn't know where you were going with any of this.
How do you not know? And you just said you didn't disagree with anything. Make that make sense. See how you got caught up in your words just that fast?
To me, you were reading a litany of sources off of Chat GPT, and you asked Chat GPT to give you some sources in which you've never cross-referenced. Because if you cross-reference any of it, that's what you would be reading from. You know, you got to read the source first before you start parroting the information.
I didn't cross-reference anything. Stop it. You're not going to discredit me to make yourself look more intelligent when you just said you didn't disagree with anything. Dumbass nigga.
And that's where you get in trouble every single time. You just don't know. You don't know the information.
If I don't know the information, then why are you agreeing with the information? Huh? You look confused.
That's all I really have to say about it, Unc. There was no reason to get upset. Just nothing.
All right. So let's stop here. So listen to
Stop. Right there.
No. Stop. So this is what I was responding to. This is what I responded to, y'all. They didn't want to play it, but watch this.
Keep going.
What you claim he just said?
No. Keep going, Cedric.
No,
you stop right there. You made a claim.
Look.
At Howard University is finding that ancient Greek craftsmen were able to engineer sophisticated machines without necessarily understanding.
First, start reading that article.
Arguments, right? And this is from the Harvard Gazette, right? As you guys can see,
this is what I was responding to. Your critique. I don't even know why you brought this up in the middle of your critique of me, because I never said none of this stuff. So basically, I'm responding to this.
Even without math, ancients engineered sophisticated machines. Now,
so that's the title, right? So he's not making it up. It's the Harvard Gazette. Okay, that's his source, the Harvard Gazette.
Yes, let's just
somebody might see that. See, they produce machinery. Look,
that's it.
Look, that's
let's
science.
listen to the first 15 minutes.
Not how you have a conversation, right? And it says, moreover, Archimedes, a researcher at Howard University, is finding that ancient Greek craftsmen were able to engineer sophisticated machines without necessarily understanding the mathematical.
So basically, he's uplifting the Greeks right here. Look.
Theory behind their construction. Interesting. This is already interesting here, right? Now, since we're dealing with antiquity, I did not just choose to represent ancient Egypt. I'm sorry. Yes, I did not choose to represent ancient Egypt today. I chose to move a little bit forward because, as you can see, Greece was a more evolved society.
Heru, with your unconscious dumbass, did you hear what he said? Greeks was a more advanced society. Did you hear him? Okay. Did y'all hear him? Okay, come on. Let's keep going.
It just was, historically. See? I'm not saying that Egypt wasn't, but Greece, by the time Greece came around, they
Stop
were
right there. Stop right there. Stop. Pause that right there. Pause that right there, Cedric. Pause it right there.
Now, I'm not going to have any dis.
Pause it right.
Watch him interrupt me. Watch this.
Right there. Now he goes to say that the Greeks learned under the feet of Egyptians. That's your first lie. Keep going. Keep going.
I didn't say any of that. Hey Cedric, let's mute that for a moment. Did I say any of that he just said?
Yeah, what's the claim, JJ?
Keep going.
What you claim he just said?
No. Keep going, Cedric.
No, you
stop right there. You made a claim.
You made a claim.
Yeah, that kind of
made a claim. I didn't say any of that. I didn't say any of that, sir.
Greeks was more. So nobody heard it.
I said they were more evolved. They were.
See? They were more evolved. Okay, I hear that, right?
Keep going.
different sources of technology available to them.
I already proved it wasn't.
All right, this is not me trying to slight Africa. I don't have to do that because Africa stands where it stands at today. All right, so I'm just forwarding this conversation a little bit here. Now let's read this here. All right, recent analysis of technical treaties and literary sources dating back to the 5th century BCE reveals that technology flourished among practitioners with limited theoretical knowledge. Boom. Y'all already hear it. Limited theoretical knowledge.
Stop. He said the ancients didn't have theoretical knowledge. Can you?
That's not what I said.
I don't know how much of y'all heard. That's another lie. Keep going.
Didn't say that.
No, JJ, he said they have limited theoretical knowledge, right? That's what I heard him say.
So the ancients had limited theoretical knowledge. Okay. Who, the ancients? So
and according to me, that's
the ancients had limited theoretical knowledge. And I just showed y'all they did. They had more.
Sir,
yeah, run it.
Just representing my argument again.
Did you want to clarify?
Yeah, he's just misrepresenting the argument. He doesn't know what he's talking about again.
Okay, going to continue to play.
Knowledge.
So are you
they weren't scientists?
Saying that they had, so you saying the Greeks had more?
Did y'all hear that? They weren't scientists. Did you hear that? Come on, man, stop playing with me.
African?
See that?
Are you saying the Greeks had more than Africans, sir?
Okay. No, I'm not saying that. I said they had developed theoretical. Excuse me, sir. Whoa, calm down. Calm down. What you're doing now is gaslighting. And this is called ad hoc. You're creating new arguments because you're already. Whoa. Slow down. This is called ad hoc. You're creating new arguments to sustain an argument you've already failed at now. So what you're doing is you're going to create a new argument on the fly. I'm reading the source as it is. I'm not making anything up. That's why you keep saying I'm lying. It said they had limited theoretical knowledge. You said that. I said that they didn't have any. So right now your claim has been true.
So who had the limited? Hold up, bro. Hold up, y'all.
That's what I heard him say.
Who, the ancient? So
and according to me, that's
the ancients had limited theoretical knowledge. And I just showed y'all they did. They had more.
Sir,
yeah, run it.
Just representing my argument again.
Please, you want to clarify?
Yeah, he's just misrepresenting the argument. He doesn't know what he's talking about again.
And look at Juju. The so-called science of ancient people is proto-science. That's the beginning. Do you know what proto mean? They still had science. They're the first. What the hell's wrong with you?
Okay, going to continue to play.
Knowledge.
So are you
they weren't scientists?
Saying that they had? So you saying the Greeks had more than Africans?
See that?
Are you saying the Greeks had more than Africans, sir?
Okay, no, I'm not saying that. I said they had developed theoretical. Excuse me, sir. Whoa, calm down. What you're doing now is gaslighting. And this is called ad hoc. You're creating new arguments because you're already. Whoa. Slow down. This is called ad hoc. You're creating new arguments to sustain an argument you've already failed at now. So what you're doing is you're going to create a new argument on the fly. I'm reading the source as it is. I'm not making anything up. That's why you keep saying I'm lying. It said they had limited theoretical knowledge. You said that.
He said the ancients had limited theoretical knowledge. Okay.
I said that they didn't have any. So right now your claim
saying they didn't have any. Y'all hear? It's plain as day.
Has been true. Been proven to be false. But I don't think we should sit here and listen to 15 minutes of a video that you clearly don't understand.
Y'all see? He don't want to see. Yeah, we're gonna listen to it. We're gonna play the first 15 minutes. No, this is my show.
Sure. Sure. Go ahead, because
no, you said let me answer that. Let me answer that. All right. So listen what he said, y'all. He said that the ancients had limited theoretical knowledge. Now I don't know how much of this is. I showed you all the theoretical knowledge that they had. So he's basically saying that the Greeks had more theoretical knowledge than the Africans. When they know, we all know that the Greeks sat at the feet of Egyptians. Let's keep it playing. Let's keep it playing, Cedric. Keep it playing.
Okay, let's stop right there. Let's pause for a second. I want everybody to go back to the beginning.
No, let's hear you.
Whoa,
let's hear you.
Whoa.
Whoa. Why you want to stop? Let's play it.
Slow down.
Play it, Cedric.
Once again, whoa, slow down. Calm down.
And got you.
Whoa.
Calm down.
Crashing out.
Calm down.
Whoa. Calm down, nigga. Ain't no calming down. Ain't no calm down. Shut up, Cedric, with your dumb ass.
You made up another lie here. I said I am not here to slight Africa. I want to fast forward the argument to around 500 BCE. I started at a certain time frame. First, you said that I said they didn't have any theoretical knowledge. Now you're going back, pivoting, saying
you said they had limited theoretical knowledge, because you couldn't have been talking about the Greeks. Which one you talking about, Chris?
That they had limited theoretical knowledge. That's after Kyle corrected you. This is why the entire audience has said you have straw manned my entire position. But let's continue to let it play.
Now he blamed the whole audience for straw manning his position, y'all.
Because when you actually cite a source properly,
no, ain't no continue. Where's the source side? You just got a piece of a thing right here. You don't show the people who wrote it. None of that. Where's the cross references of this? You just got a little piece up here, bro. That's all you got.
I don't have to
respond. Okay, now once again, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, bro, be quiet. If he says that, can I speak? If he said that they had limited, you're muting me. Theoretical knowledge showed you that they learned at the Egyptians. He's basically saying that these Greeks had more. Look how they muting me. Theoretical knowledge. Look how they muting the Egyptians. Ain't no way of getting around you. Let's go. Play it, Cedric.
Time.
Knowledge.
Pause, Cedric. Pause. Stop. That is a claim. You would
Cedric,
have to
play the video. Don't keep. You respond. I'm gonna respond.
Whoa. Stop. Hold on. I was quiet when he spoke. Once again, he just made another claim. You would have to show us where Greeks learned at the feet of the Egyptians. You have to show.
There it is. Okay. Y'all hear this? Y'all want to hear it again? Hey, Cedric, you want to hear it again? Unc, you want to hear it again? Juju and Kyle, you just heard him. Now I'm gonna bust your goddamn head. That's all I needed to hear. Here, let me let y'all hear it one more time in case your ears are clogged up with wax. Hold up. Nigga, I got you. I told you. Watch this. Can I speak? If he said that they had limited theoretical knowledge, showed you that they learned at the Egyptians, he's basically saying that these Greeks had more theoretical knowledge than the Egyptians. Ain't no way of getting around you. Let's go. Play it, Cedric.
Time.
Knowledge.
Pause, Cedric. Pause. Stop. That is a claim. You would
Cedric,
have to
play the video. Don't keep. You respond. I'm gonna respond.
Whoa. Stop. Hold on. I was quiet when he spoke. Once again, he just made another claim. You would have to show us where Greeks learned at the feet of the Egyptians. You have to.
There it is. All right, let's go. There it is. If you can't hear that, I played it twice for y'all. I ain't trying to hear nothing. Let's go. Let go. Y'all heard it. I'm not trying to hear like he didn't say it. This is why this is Return of the Jedi Judah 7000, MVP's master teacher. Let's go. Y'all heard it. Don't even try to act like you didn't hear it. Y'all heard that bullshit crap. Okay. All right. Let's go. Let me see here. Okay, let's go. Y'all heard it. I ain't trying to hear like tell me y'all didn't hear shit. I'm not trying to hear it. Y'all heard what he said. Let me see. Let me get to this. Okay. PDF. All right, hold up. Let me find it. Okay. All right. So y'all heard it. Hey, don't try to act like y'all ain't hear it. Come on. Pull it up. Hold up. Let me get my PDF up. Come on, man. Pull up. Tripping. It's taking time to load up, but y'all heard it, right? We ain't trying to hear that y'all didn't hear it. He didn't really mean it. We ain't trying to hear none of that. Yeah. We ain't trying to hear none of that, sir. You about to get beat up like I always beat you. You about to get beat up. Beat him up. Yeah, I heard it, right? Okay. All right. Let me see. Can y'all see this? Let me see. Hold up. No, come on, man. Share my PDF. Hold up. No, put up my PDF. Two. Oh, share this tab instead. There we go. Oh, let me see. I told you I was gonna get you. I told you I was gonna get you, sir. I told you. Okay. Let me see. Hold up. All right. So he said that the Greeks didn't learn anything from the Egyptians, y'all. Okay. This is with ancient testimonials and modern scholarly quotations. Let's go. Let's go, y'all. Because y'all here. Wait a minute. Y'all heard him. I ain't trying to hear that you didn't hear him. We ain't finna do that. All right. So with ancient testimony of modern scholarly quotations, ancient authors were candid about Greece debt. Diodorus Siculus wrote, many of the customs obtained in ancient days among the Egyptians had not only been accepted by the present inhabitants, but had aroused no little admiration among the Greeks. And for that reason, those men who have won the greatest repute in intellectual things have been eager to visit Egypt in order to acquaint themselves, Chris, with the laws and institutions which they consider to be worthy of note. For it was nevertheless eagerly visited by Orpheus and the poet Homer in the earliest times, in the latter times. I don't even know why everybody knows this. In latter times by many others, such as Pythagoras of Samos and Solon the lawgiver. Egyptian priests claimed priority. It is maintained by the Egyptians that this was they who first discovered writing and the observation of the stars, who also discovered the basic principles of geometry and most of the arts. You see, they're saying it themselves, Chris. I don't know what the hell wrong with you, dumbass. And established the best laws. Herodotus, Plato, and later Walter Berg and Martin Berno extend the argument. So these guys extended the argument. This compendium organized the transmission into 40 concrete domains, each anchored with primary testimony. Okay, let's keep going. Come on. Here we go. Okay. Herodotus provides the locus classicus after describing Sesostris division of Egypt into equal squares, he concludes, I think that thus the art of geometry was found out and afterwards came into Hellenes. Also, the Greek term geometria preserves the Egyptian function, measuring earth after induction. Herodotus repeats the Egyptian claim that they discovered the basic principles of geometry. Proclus, in his commentary on Euclid, states that geometry was first discovered among the Egyptians. Thales, you already beat up. Thales, traditionally the first Greek geometer, is said to by later biographers to have studied. Oh, there it is. Here you go. Right here. Here you go, Chris. Now you don't, and you and goddamn unconscious, goddamn Haru unconscious, I'm gonna beat you up because this is what we're gonna debate on. Since you want to sit there and cap and act like I don't know what the hell I'm talking about, I'm gonna get you. There it is. To have studied in Egypt. Modern historians Maurice Klein observes the Greek transformed Egyptian surveying rules into deductive science, but the data were now born. This is already over with. Get your dumb ass up here. I dare you. The transmission is not myth. It is embedded in language and method. Let's keep going. I got 40 of them. I got 80 of them for you, sir. And that ain't even all of them. Yeah. Y'all heard him say it, right? Let's keep going. The Egyptian year of 12 times 30 days plus 5 impagmental days underlines all later solar calendars. Herodotus admires Egyptian chronology. The Egyptians had found out also that what God each month and each day belongs. Plato's priest told Solon that Egyptians preserved records because what we preserve here is reckoned to be most ancient. Oh man, come on, bro. I'm gonna beat the shit. This way now. I'm just gonna beat you up. There's no need for no debate. I'm just gonna teach you what we preserve. He is reckoned to be most ancient. All such events are recorded since the old days and are preserved here in our temples. Let me say it again, Chris, with your dumb ass. Egypt preserves a record because what we preserve here is reckoned to be most ancient. This is what Plato's priest is saying. Plato's priest tells Solon, look, this is a priest saying this. Egypt preserves records because what we preserve here is reckoned to be most ancient. All such events are recorded since the old days and are preserved here in our temples, Chris. I hate my hairline hairs. Exodus of Cinedeus, who Diodorus lists among Egyptian visitors, brought back calendarial knowledge. I mean, what are you missing? Look. I told you I was gonna beat you up. Brought back calendarial knowledge that influenced Calipius. Otto Nieberger called the Egyptian calendar the only intelligent calendar which ever existed. The Greeks initially used chaotic lunar solar cycles. Then eventually Julian reform descends directly from Alexander. Let's keep going, man. This is already over. I told you I'm going to catch you in your words. Told you, sir. I told you. Play with me. Anybody else is think Haru unconsciousness? Since you take Chris' position, since Chris is scared to debate me, I'm gonna give you all this, and I got more, but you're gonna have to come up with something. You hear me? That debunks what I'm saying. Because when I catch you on this panel, I'm gonna bring this up. You know, I'm already predicting it. You're gonna run. Diodorus, Egyptians first discovered the observation of the stars. This is what Diodorus. How would he know unless he studied amongst them? Temple alignments. Remember, Chris said they didn't have no science. They were just rock pushers. Temple alignments are Karnak, and the Deacon system proved millennium of observations. Diodorus notes Onopolis learned about the orbit of the sun, it has an oblique course. Eudoxus studied astronomy with priests at Heliopolis for over years. So where's Heliopolis, Chris? It's in Egypt. Aristotle credits. Oh, now he's crediting it, folks, y'all. Oh my God. Look at this, y'all. Look at that.
Here, Chris. I know you got them pop bottle glasses. So I'm gonna make them a little bigger for you. I'm gonna make this a little bigger. Aristotle. Here. No. Let's get to Aristotle. Hold up. Aristotle credits Egyptians with the earliest star catalogs. I mean, come on, bro. Stop playing with us. Walter Burke told us gonna beat the shit out of you. You thought I was playing? Walter Burke, Setutius, Greece, at the western margin of more comprehensive Near Eastern Argon cultural community that emerged in the Bronze Age, with Memphis as a node. The zodiac later adopted by Greeks is Egyptian structure. Come on, man. I mean, what are we doing? But Chris said that the Greeks had more theoretical information than the Egyptians. This is what he said. Herodotus, each physician is a physician of one disease and of no more. And the whole country is full of physicians. For some professors themselves to be physicians of the eyes, others of the head, others of the teeth, others of affections in the stomach. This specialization contrasts with Homeric healers. The Edwin Smith and Eber's papyri predate the Hippocrates. Hippocrates, I can't even pronounce that. Hippocrates by 1,500 years. Diodorus says Greeks admired Egyptian institutions. Remember, y'all heard what Chris said. Ain't no way of getting around it now. We ain't trying to hear none of that. This is what he said. Oh, excuse me. Much of the Hippocratic medicine is Egyptian medicine in Greek dress. Oh my God. This is what the scholars say. This is what the historians say, y'all. Who gonna listen to, the historians or Chris? I hate my hairline hairs. Huh? Chris Nagy MVP Springfield. Who we gonna listen to? His historian John Donne. Look what he said, y'all. Much of the Hippocratic medicine is Egyptian medicine in Greek dress. The oath, hygiene, precepts, mere priestly purity rules. Let's keep going. What else we got? Anatomy and mummification. Centuries of evisceration gave Egyptian practical anatomy unmatched until Alexandria. Herodotus describes embalming in detail. Diodorus praised priestly knowledge. Herodotus and Extrastratus quotes, this is what they call it, y'all. No. Egyptian anatomical terms. Rosley Davis writes, the ritual of opening body created an empirical tradition that Greek theories later systemized. Watch this. Without Egyptian practice, Greek anatomy would have remained speculative. So I'm sure they're learning this from them. Let's keep going. Beat the shit out of you. Diodorus cites Homer Egyptian drug as proof of contact. Diodorus cites, look, here you go, Chris, with your pop bottle glasses. Here. Told you I was going to get you. Now, go do a recap on this. Huh? You go do a recap on this. Try to twist it up. Diodorus cites Homer's Egyptian drug as proof of contact. The poet had acquired exact knowledge of the nepenthic drug, which he says Helen brought from the Egyptians. Oh, man. From the Egyptian thieves. Oh, shit. Hold up, y'all. I got to get my food. I'm tripping. Oh, man. Hold up. tripping, man. My fault, y'all. Burnt my damn pizza. All right, let's keep beating this pseudo up. I'm a pseudo killer. Y'all heard him? This idiot got in front of us. Everybody in history know that. Everybody who everybody on this planet know. They goddamn it, the Greeks learned from the Egyptians. What's the hell wrong with you? The Egyptians learned from Tasseti. Everybody knows this. Diodorus cites Homer's Egyptian drug as proof of contact. The poet had acquired exact knowledge of the nepothetic drug, which he says Helen brought from Egyptian thieves, given her by Polydama, the wife of Thon. Egyptian papyri lists 700 remedies, discoveries. The Matra Medica reproduces many. Pliny the Elder attributes numerous drugs to Egypt. This dude's an idiot. Y'all can't protect him on this one. Look at this. Look. There you go. Look. Pliny. This one of Cedric heroes. He got his poster in his drawer. Look, you know how they remember them drawers they used to make with the superheroes on it? I forget the name of them. Look, Pliny the Elder attributes to numerous drugs to Egypt. Modern pharmacologist John Riddle. Look, John Riddle, the Greek pharmacopoeia is essentially a noted Egyptian formally. There you go, man. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Told you going to get beat up. I ain't going to sit there and make that bold statement. This is an outright lie. This is an outright lie. Yeah. The Return of the Jedi, Judah 7000, MVP's master teacher. You hear me, ladies and gentlemen? I'm his master teacher. You too cocky and arrogant, man. You're going to learn today, though. You're going to learn today. That's what you're going to do. I know you're not just peeking around. What you doing? Crying in the fetal positions because JJ didn't busted your line like I do all the time? It happens. Okay, let's keep going. So, Greeks adopted the Phoenician alphabet, itself influenced by Egypt. Hieratic via Sinai. Walter Burkitt, go look it up. At the distant beginning, Greece stands as an insular miracle. Only the European tradition. In fact, writing arrived from the east with Memphis as an intermediary. Camden's myth encodes this transmission. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Look at this. Look at this, y'all. Without Egyptian papyrus, Greek literature could not scale. The word biblion derives from Biblos, the papyrus port. Diodorus mentions sacred books preserved in temples. Herodotus marvels at Egyptian record keeping. By the 5th century BCE, Anthian book markets depend on Egyptian exports. Classicist Eric Havelock, this is what he said. The intellectual revolution of Greece was a papyrus revolution, and the papyrus was Egyptian. Man, you dead in the water, sir. Here, let me blow that up for you. Hold up. Let me here, so you can see with them damn prison glasses you got. See that, sir? See that? The intellectual revolution of Greece was a papyrus revolution. Here you go. And the papyrus was Egyptian. I mean, what are we doing? Come on, let's keep going. Let's keep beating. I'm gonna hit you with a 40 clip, and I'm gonna end the show. And the next show, I'm gonna hit you with another 40 clip, and then the next show, I'm gonna hit you with another 40 clip. Told you. Pythagoras learned from. What's that? Chris, what did this mean right here? This word here. DMG, you watching? Kareem, are you watching? My wife, are you watching? Look, learned. I guess he don't understand what word is. Learned is. Huh? Learned from Egyptians. His theories of numbers, Egyptian unit fraction. Methods dominate the Rhine papyrus. Pythagoras' interest in sacred numbers mirrors Egyptians' temple numerology. Polish state Egyptian priests taught arithmetic to Greeks. Look, we didn't taught the dumb. Look. Our ancestors taught these people arithmetic. See, there you go, Chris. I don't know what the hell wrong with you, man. You need to update your prescription on them pop bottle glasses. That's what you need to do. Shit, maybe you read better. Mathematician B.L. van der Warderen, this is what he said. Pythagorean number mysticism is Egyptian temple science. Oh, I thought you didn't have science. Huh? He said they didn't have science. They were just rock pushers, laborers. Man, you bogus for that, sir. Look at that, y'all. Look at that. Pythagorean's number mysticism in Egypt temple science secularized. Okay, let's keep going. They taught them all kind of stuff. Immortality and transmission of the soul. Herodotus claims first taught soul immortality. Diodorus Pythagoras learned the transmission of the soul into every living thing from Egyptians. See, you see this, man? Let me highlight it for him again. Told you, man. This is the return of the Jedi Judah 7000. Told you. You know, I'm putting Mandika up for a minute because he a little nicer than. See, if it wasn't so late, I'd be a little louder with it. You know what I'm saying, and more animated. But yeah, man, this is the return of the Jedi Judah 7000, MVP's master teacher. Pythagoras learned the transmission of the soul into every living thing from Egyptians. Plato and Haru unconsciousness. I'm gonna get you. I promise. Plato's myth of judgment, the weighing of deeds, parallels the Book of the Dead, weighing of the heart. And they got a weighing of the deeds. Ain't that something, y'all? Jan Assman, the Greek psyche, is a translation of the Egyptian Ba and Ka. You see what I'm saying? This is what my scholar telling you. Yeah, all right. Now, Orphic gold tablets echo Egyptian funerary texts. I mean, look, they send it, how they plagiarize like Cedric. TED Talk. We all know that. We all heard of TED Talk, bro. What you thought we didn't know? You ain't even smart enough to come up with your own thing. Mystery Coast. Okay, let's go into the Mystery Coast initiation. Mystery Coast initiation exemplifies transmission. Diodorus lists Greek sages who visited Egypt, arguing that all things for which they were admired among the Greeks were transferred from where? Egypt. Plato's priests, Solon, you Greeks are always children. You see that? You possess not a single belief that is ancient and derived from old tradition. The Egyptian model provided precedent. See, that's the first. Proto, or whatever you want to call it. It's first. They try to use this word proto like it's not important. Come on, man. Dr. J was flying through the sky. He was the proto before Michael Jordan. You see, the naming of almost all the gods has come to Hellas from Egypt. Walter Burkett writes, hey, Chris, go look at Walter Burkett, okay? Writes that Greece must be understood within Babylonian, Memphis, Persepolis, as Eastern context, not isolation. Martin Burke said not isolation. They had to learn from somewhere else, Chris, your dumb ass. Look, Martin Bernal argues that ancient do your little Monday morning quarterbacking off this. I dare you. You won't see him. I bet you $1,000 he's not gonna review this with his little weak music in the background and his goddamn add-ons. He's not gonna do that. Martin Bernal argues that the ancient Greek civilization originated from Egyptian and Phoenician influences, challenging the Aryan model. Archaeologically confirms Orientalizing imports from the 8th century BCE onward. Greeks adapted, but the core were the column proportions, legal ideology, or soul doctrine derived from where? The Nile Valley institutions preserved from damn near thousands of years, because as priests told Solon, Egypt's geography shields records from the flood and fire. Let's keep going, man. I told this dude stop playing with us. They ain't trying to act like you're so intelligent but dumb at the same time. Let me pick an artist real quick. Dumb at the same time. You hear me, ladies and gentlemen? Let's keep going. Temple architecture and columns. Temple architecture and column exemplifies transmission. Diodorus, this Greek sage who visited Egypt, argues that all things for which they were admired among the Greeks were transferred from Egypt. Plato admonishes Solon, "O Solon, you Greeks are always children. You possess not a single belief that is ancient and derived from old tradition." The Egyptian model provided precedent. Herodotus notes the naming of all the gods has come from Hellas from Egypt. Okay, I read that. Greeks adapted. Here. Yeah, I read that. Okay, let's keep going. Let's get through this 40. Ashlar Masonry. Ashlar Masonry exemplifies transmission. Diodorus lists Greek sages who visit Egypt, arguing that all the things for which they were admired among Greeks were transferred from Egypt. Plato's priest admonishes Solon, "O Solon, you Greeks are always children. You possess not a single belief that is ancient and derived from old tradition." The Egyptian model provided precedent, Herodotus notes. Not even Herodotus noting this. The naming of almost all the gods had come to Hellas from Egypt. Walter Burkert writes that Greece must be understood within Babylonian, Memphis, and Pericles as Eastern context, not isolation. They're saying this over and over. Martin Brennan argues that ancient Greek civilization originated from Egyptian and Phoenician influences, challenging the Aryan model. Archaeology confirms Orientalism imports from the 8th century BCE and onward. Greeks adapt, but the core, whether column proportions, legal ideology, or soul doctrine, derives from the Nile Valley. Come on, man, stop playing with us. Let's keep going. Let's keep going, man. You're getting beat up. I told you. Obelisk and solar theology exemplifies transmission. Diodorus lists Greek sages who visited Egypt, arguing that all the things for which they were admired among the Greeks. Heru unconsciousness. Are you listening? Are you learning at the feet of 7,000? You're my new student. Greeks were transferred from Egypt. Plato priest admonishes Solon, "O Solon, you Greeks are always children. You possess not a single belief that is ancient and derived from old tradition." The Egyptian model provided precedent. Herodotus notes the name of almost all the gods. It basically saying the same thing. Everything, okay. The Labyrinth exemplifies transformation. See, all this is saying the same thing. Sculpture canon exemplifies transmission. Diodorus lists Greek sages who visit Egypt, arguing that all things for which they are admired, the Greeks were transferred from Egypt. I mean, come on, man. Y'all get the picture. Okay, let's go to Sphinx. It's all saying the same thing. Sphinx iconography exemplifies transmission. Diodorus lists Greek sages who visit Egypt, arguing that all things which were admired among the Greeks were transferred from Egypt. I mean, y'all get the picture. Come on, man. Divine kingship it exemplifies transmission. Y'all get the picture. All this is saying what? And not even here. Ma'at and law emphasize transmission. I mean, all this is saying it. The Greeks were transferred from Egypt. All this is saying it. Oh, here goes some more. Okay, so single believes that the ancient and derived from old tradition. The Egyptian model provided precedent. The naming of almost all the gods. Archaeology confirms imports from the 8th century BC on. And this is basically saying writing, legal procedure, bureaucratic administration. They got that from the Egyptians. Land taxation. They got that from them. Basin irrigation. Yeah. It says Phoenician influence challenge the Aryan model. Archaeology confirms Orientalizing imports. Y'all get it. Shipbuilding. All this is going to say same thing. Stellar navigation. Sundians and Nomums. All the same thing, same thing. Water clocks. Glass and faience, metallurgy, all from the Egyptians. cosmetic chemistries. See? I mean, musical theory, harps and sistra, ritual dance come from Egypt, religious drama, they all learned from them. Remember, he said they didn't learn anything. Sacred animals, divine names, cosmogony, afterlife topography, temple schools, libraries and archives. I mean, what are we doing? What are we doing, y'all? What the hell's going on? Conclusion. In sum, the ancients witness covers Diodorus Greeks eager to visit Egypt, such as Pythagoras and Solon. Hawaii, geometry and divine names came from Egypt. I mean, come on, man. I mean, the Afro-Asiatic roots were obscured by the 19th century ideologies. See, this is what Christendom are doing. These 40 items, far from exhaustive, demonstrate that Egyptian teachings was not incidental but structural to Greek civilization. I mean, come on, bro. What are we doing? I mean, what are we doing? This is light work. You hear me? This was light work. Hold on, what else I got? Let me play a video. Really tired, man. Hold up. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. What's this? Okay. Archive access provided by the University of Arizona Libraries. Egyptian role and origins in the origins of science. An essay aligning conditions, evidence, and interpretation. So you can go look this up. Really kind of the author argues that the evidence of observation in Egypt, 3rd millennium BCE, medicine and astronomy should allow ancient Egypt at an important place in the history of science. Chris, of science. He just want to call them rock pushers. The argument is primarily based on the absence of evidence of scientific observation in Mesopotamian proceeding. The Egyptian material, which renders the Egyptian observation of the movements of celestial bodies and trauma the early signs of science. Wow. I said here. Damn. Science prediction and mathematical astronomy, the more important place. Assyrianologists also date what they can document for long after the Egyptian observation and predictions, highlighting the chronological precedence of Egypt. Furthermore, the author stresses a complicated discourse involving the exchange of ideas that was ultimately stymied by the growing importance of religion and magic, yet the development was not as linear as a usual version suggests. All right. I'm getting sleepy. Let's see. What else I got here? Yeah, let's watch this video and we're gonna call it a night. Chris, you got beat up, man. This is light work. Caught you in a lie. That's Tassetti. Was I supposed to watch this? No, this ain't the one. That ain't the one I want to show. That's for next presentation. Hold up, yeah. Where's that video? Okay, I got that one. That's 40 more things right there. But you know, there's 40 more things they got. You see? Y'all see that? Come on, man. They got all they get this all from Kemet. Okay. All right. Okay. I'm gonna read y'all some of this, and then I'm gonna say some because I'm getting tired. But I'm gonna bust them in the head a little bit. All right. So this is for Cedric and Chris and Unc and Juju. He just wrote. Let's see. Hold up. This is gonna come with source material. So let me show you at the end here. Yeah. Source material. I got sources all through it though. All right. Okay, I'm gonna read you some of this. All right. Conditions. The Nile as laboratory. Science requires two. See, they always want to ask you what it requires. Science requires three conditions: stability, surplus, and record keeping. Egyptians possessed all three of these thousands of years, unmatched anywhere in the ancient world. First, stability. The Nile annual inundation was predictable within a 2 week window. Unlike the Tigris and Euphrates, which flooded violently and irregularly, Nile low slowly deposited, silt, and recorded and receded. This regularity allows the development of 365 days civil calendar by the earliest dynastic period. The helical rising of Sirius predicted the flood. Preset Elephantine recorded Nilometer recorded for centuries, creating the longest continuous scientific database in antiquity. I mean, come on, bro. I'm getting tired. I'm going to do this tomorrow. I'm getting tired. But yeah, I got source material for you, sir. I do. Medicine as an observational science, the Edmund Surgical Papyrus presents 48 trauma cases in the format startlingly modern tile. Examination, diagnosis, treatment, prognosis. Case 6 describes a skull fracture with the physical noting if thou examinest a man with a gaping wound in his head, thou should palpate his wound. The text distinguishes a treatable contended and untreatable condition. Yeah, I'm getting sleepy. I'm getting sleepy. All right, so we're gonna end this. We're gonna get up out of here. Yeah. Hold up. I'm gonna show you this video though. Short video on my history. Is it here? Okay. Yeah. All right, so let's share this. Nope. Okay. All right. Okay. Let's see where we at. Yeah, let's play this 9-minute video. We'll get up out of here. All right. Let's see if it's showing. All right, hold up. All right, here we go. We're gonna end with this. Hold up. Hold up. I don't think it's showing. Okay, there you go. All right. Yeah. Look at that. Yeah. Hmm. Hmm. Get this. What up, y'all? Okay. Hmm. Look, that. I mean, I can't believe this dude you said that. I mean, come on. This is. I mean, come on, y'all get the picture. Y'all get the picture. I'm getting sleepy. I'll do another part on this later. Yeah, man, y'all get the picture, man. This ain't even an argument. So with that being said, we're gonna get up out of here.
I don't got no friends. You know what I mean? I got supporters, people on my side and people on the other side.
Hating on me, don't stop. Only help a real cause. Hood legend on some pocket. Manifested till I'm living large. Eyeballing cause the sky falling. I'ma catch a little piece though. I ain't worried about your little. No, she easy as a free throw. She wanna hold me like ransom. Just cause I'm young and I'm handsome. Tell all these to have a seat. I know that they cannot stand them. Burn it and roll me another one. I do whatever I feel like. I remember when we dreamed about it. Woke up this morning, it's real life. Trade the whip, trade the currency. Moving like it's an emergency. We gotta check out, it's close to 11, so baby, ride it with some urgency. I'm just here for the fun part, cause I'm good on the money part. I be leaving in the cold season, coming back for the sunny part. With us and get your money up. With us and get your wig split. Ever since I was a little boy, I've been plotting on the big. Bigger pockets, bigger resume. When you keep it really resonate. If he really want it, never hesitate. If he mad at me, better meditate. You ain't gotta like it. You just gotta live with it. Never gave us nothing. Look at what we did with it. In a foreign city. Moving like I live in it. Never call them back. Bet you that they still with it. You ain't gotta like it. You just gotta live with it. Never gave us nothing.
You ain't gotta like it, you just gotta deal with it. DMG vibes. Conversations can spark change. You ain't gotta like it, you just gotta deal with it. The infamous perspective with the infamous DMG.